What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. Two Phones. I'm about several weeks late on this full review. This is the iPhone 6s in 2018. This is my secondary device. I've been using it for over a month now. Like I said, this is my secondary device. I'm shooting this with my LG V30. Yeah, I basically purchased this device for actually I got this from T-Mobile pretty much free. My wife had got a Apple Watch, and it was add a line, get a free line. And I basically, like I said, I got this phone pretty much for free. It's like $15 or whatever a month. Probably end up upgrading it to a 8 Plus, or just wait until after the new iPhones come out. Basically, yeah, this is like I said, this is the 6s. I really don't have that much to complain about with this phone. The battery life is okay. I don't really expect it to be all that great. It's not a huge battery in here. It's a like 1800 milliamp battery, something like that. I know it's under 2000. I want to say 1780 or something like that to be exact. But it's not a big battery. Its battery life is not horrible. But if I had just this phone, it probably wouldn't be a good thing. But like I said, I always have two phones on me. Sometimes three, sometimes even four. But yeah, battery life is okay. The camera, actually, surprisingly, is still good. It's still decent on this phone. Still, camera images is pretty good. Video. I know YouTubers, like startup YouTubers like myself, that actually shoot on their page, use this camera. So this camera is not, from the stretch of things, bad at all. This is the last iPhone they made with the physical headphone jack. That whole debate or whatever, let me take this case off. That whole debate, everybody went crazy over that. Yeah, I can't really complain about the hardware. Is maybe a little dated as far as, like, the looks or whatever, the antenna lines, the metal chassis. I can see how people say this looks a little dated, but you go into the software, even for when it came out, was like but day-to-day usage, or day-to-day using this device compared to all my other device, I really can't complain. It holds its own. That's the theme of it. This phone holds its own. It's not gonna blow your mind, but being as though this phone is 3 years old, it's kind of crazy to think about that. But this phone is not bad at all, especially if you're talking about for a kid or whatever, or like I said, for a side phone. You're not gonna. I'm not mad at all. The size of this display is about 4.7. I think it's 4.7 inches. I'm used to bigger screens, at least 5.5. That part, is a little downer. But when I go to the gym, sometimes when I just go to the store and I grab one of my phones, and if I don't really want to, if I'm just going to the store real quick, the supermarket is literally like 3 minutes away from me. Sometimes I just take this phone because it's smaller than my V30, than my Note, or all my other devices are way bigger than this. Sometimes I just want to take maybe just this, and then rock out. I got a smartwatch, you know what I mean. So, and sometimes I bounce, just with that. That being said, I wish it had always on display. It has that raise to wake thing like that. That's not bad. I'm used to always on display, but overall, I'm pretty sure Apple probably going to put that on their next iPhone, some type of always on type of thing. Because I never even thought that they would put that on there, the raise the wake thing. I never even thought that would come to an iPhone. But the display actually is at I think it's 720. It's technically, I think, 750. I think that's the they got something, whatever, times 750 or 740. So basically it's a 720 display. The 6 Plus, the 6S Plus is a 10. I think that's a 1080p. This isn't, like I said, where that, sometimes get a little funky if I'm sitting here watching YouTube on this display. Basically it's not big, and then the fact that it's not high, it isn't at least 1080p. Sometimes that could be a bummer, but for the most part, I don't even really watch YouTube on here. Sometimes I play games. I have some games on here. NBA Live, excuse me for the lighting. Let me turn that lighting down. NBA Live. Shoot. I got Madden on here. Oh, sorry. So yeah, Madden's on here. Some other games or whatever. Gaming on here is not bad. It's a small display, so it's kind of like but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not gonna, get mad. But like I said, this is not my main device. It's my secondary device, and like I said, sometimes I leave the house. I only leave the house with this, rock my watch, and especially if I'm not gonna be that long. It doesn't really matter. I throw my, one of my other phones on charge or something, and be out. When I don't really feel like carrying all this 2-3 phones in my pocket, and it's not a real big deal. But yeah, overall, man, everyday use, day-to-day use, this phone is fine. It's still fluid, still moves fine, no hiccups. Force closes happens on every phone. I don't get any lag. And the one thing that separates Android from Apple is the fact that you get timely updates. That's one thing Android's gonna have to do something about. Nobody should buy a phone for $800-900, maybe even more, i.e. Samsung, and they have to worry about if they're going to get a timely update. That's crazy. This phone's probably good for another 2 years. If I had to guess, maybe 2 years of updates. That's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I have phones that not even a year old, and I'm not even on the latest. You know what I mean? It's crazy. My V30, I don't even know what to say about that. Let me just get on to talking about this device. But yeah, like I said, this phone is cool. I don't have any problems. I wish it had a better resolution, but it's not bad. Other than that, the form factor of this phone is actually pretty perfect. The bezels, though, mind you, this came out in 2015. The bezels is a little crazy. If they could have scratched it a little bit and made this at least 5 inches, it probably been darn near perfect. But like the actual size of this phone is pretty good. Actually, it's, like I said, probably perfect. I don't have big hands. As far as being manageable, it probably been perfect if they could have stretched the screen out and took some of these bezels up. But I know it got the fingerprint scanner. That forehead is a little crazy, but whatever. This phone is not bad. You probably could pick this up for $200-300. But yeah, sorry about that. It probably could pick up about $200-300. Hit swap up, and yeah, man, this is your boy Mr. Two Phones. This is the iPhone 6s in 2018. Holla at your boy.